Wearing anything on those feet?
No.
No? And as you look down at those feet there, those bare feet that you have, what are you standing on? Are you outside or inside?
Outside.
You're outside. So what I want you to do now is I want you to connect with that body that you're in. And as you connect with the body, tell me, do you feel male or female?
Female.
You're female, yeah. And in a moment, I'm going to tap you on the forehead, and when I tap you on the forehead, you'll tell me how old you are. 3, 2 and 1. How old are you?
12.
You're 12 years old. Yeah. So you're 12 years old, barefoot, outside. What is your name? Listen to your name being called.
Samantha.
Samantha. So Samantha, as you're outside barefoot, I want you to look to the left and the right, and using your imagination and all your skills, if you knew, what does your landscape look like? Look around and describe it to me.
Sunny.
It's sunny. Are you in a village, a town, or by the hills? Look around.
Water.
You're by water?
And leaves.
Uh-huh.
And there's leaves on the floor.
So it's autumn time?
It's like beachy.
Beachy? So as you're 12 years old, I want you to walk around that beachy place there, and as you walk around and you walk on the ground, you'll know what country you're in, and it'll be the first country that comes to mind.
Egypt.
You're in Egypt. So Samantha, you're in Egypt. Are you by the beach in Egypt? You don't know? Well, now I know that you're in Egypt. I want to know what year that you were there. So I'm going to tap you on the forehead, and when I do, you'll see some numbers, and that'll be the year that you lived. 3, 2 and 1. What year is it?
24.
24. So Samantha, I want you just to look around now, and I want you to walk and step forward, and as you step forward and look around, you're going to get a sense. Do you feel that you're on your own, or do you feel that there are others around?
On my own.
You're on your own. So what are you doing, Samantha, on your own there? What is it that you're doing there?
I'm just stood. I'm just stood here.
Yeah. So what I want you to do now, Samantha, is I want you to go to the place where you live in your mind. I want you to travel there now, drifting, floating, all the way to the place where you live in that life. Be there now. Describe this place where you live. What does it look like?
A box.
A box? Tell me more. Do you live there on your own in this box? Yeah?
Yeah.
So
like
what?
A timber box.
You live in a timber box? So tell me, explain more about that. Why do you live in a timber box?
there's no roof.
No roof. Tell me, Samantha, do you have family in that life?
No.
No family. So how do you live, Samantha? Who looks after you in that life?
Me.
You? So I want you now to move towards someone that you know in that life. So with your mind, just travel with that story and move to a scene where you can see yourself with someone, and describe them to me. Are they male or female?
Male.
They're male. And as you look at this person, you'll feel with your emotions how you feel about them.
Safe.
You feel safe. Who is this person? What is he to you?
Friend.
He's a friend. And as you look into the eyes of that friend, that safe friend there in Egypt, because the eyes are the windows to the soul, I want you to connect telepathically to that person and tell me, is that friend in your life today? Does he remind you of anybody?
Yeah.
Who is he? So what I want you to do now, Samantha, is I want you to close that scene, and I want you to go forward in that life to another scene where something is happening to you. Or you might even just jump to another life. So when you're ready, just close that scene like you're flicking the switch of a remote control and drifting and floating forward. Feel yourself travelling forward in that life. Now, 3, 2, 1. Be there now. How old are you now, Samantha?
30.
You're 30. Are you still Samantha? Feel your body. Are you still female, Samantha? Or have you changed?
Still female, but I don't feel like I'm Samantha.
So if there was a name, what's the first name that would come to mind for that body?
Sarah.
Sarah. So as we connect with Sarah, look at her dress and describe to me what's she wearing.
Polka dots.
Polka dots. And what country is she living in?
America.
America. Whereabouts does she live?
It's Western Desert.
The Western Desert. And what is she doing out there? Does she work?
No.
Look around and tell me, does she know anybody around there? Or is she on her own?
She's on her own.
She's on her own. So Sarah is in Western America, by a desert. You'll just have a knowing. What is she doing there? Why is she there? Has she travelled to that place, or does she live there?
She lives there.
She lives there. Does she live with anybody else?
Yeah.
Who does she live with?
Children.
Children. How many children does she have?
3.
3. Well, starting with the eldest one, is that a girl or a boy?
Girl.
What's her name?
Hannah.
Hannah. How old is she?
12.
12. And as you look at Hannah and connect with her eyes and look deep into her soul, does she remind you of anybody today? Esme. And tell me, the middle child, is it a girl or a boy?
Boy.
It's a boy. What's his name?
Harry.
Harry. How old's Harry?
7.
He's 7. And as you connect with Harry, and feel his spirit and connection. Does he remind you of anybody today? Or no?
No.
No. Mm-hmm. And so the last child, your youngest child, is that male or female?
Male.
Uh-huh. How old is that boy?
5.
5? What's his name?
Joe.
Joe. Uh-huh. I want you to connect with Joe now. Using your eyes, telepathically communicating with him. Does Joe remind you of anybody today?
No.
No. Mm-hmm. So tell me, Sarah, do you live alone with these children or do you have a husband?
Alone.
You're alone. So what happened to your partner there?
He's gone away.
They've gone away? Uh-huh. What's the reason that he's gone away? You'll just have a knowing.
Work.
He's gone to work. What kind of thing does he do?
Cowboy.
He's a cowboy. Uh-huh. So you live in Western America with the children on your own? Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Do you have any neighbours?
No.
No neighbours. Mm-hmm. Well, I want you to imagine that your partner is in front of you now so that you can see him. Describe him to me. Is he tall or short?
Tall.
He's tall. Uh-huh. What's his name?
John.
John. Uh-huh. And as you look at John now, tell me, is it a good match in that relationship?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And as you connect with his eyes and his spirit, you'll be able to sense whether you've been with him before or whether he's in this life. Does he remind you of anybody?
No.
No. Uh-huh. So what I want to do now, Sarah, I want to ask you about, what do you have on that farm there? Is it a farm? Or is it just a house?
It's like a little wooden house.
It's a wooden house.
And we've got a donkey.
Yeah, you've got a donkey. What does the donkey do for you?
Nothing. It's just outside.
Uh-huh. And do you feel happy there?
Yeah.
Very good. Well, what I want to do now is I want to move forward. So Sarah, what I want to do now is I want to move forward to the last day of the life of Sarah. And as you move forward to the last day of the life of Sarah, just feel yourself drifting, floating there now. 3, 2 and 1. Be there now. How old do you feel now, Sarah?
80.
80? Mm-hmm. And you can use your senses now. Do you sense that you're on your own or are there others around?
On my own.
You're on your own? Uh-huh. Is that what you want, to be on your own? Have you chose to be on your own? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, are you dying of old age or are you ill?
Old age.
Old age. Uh-huh. So knowing that this body is just a vehicle for the soul for that length of time, I want you to take a deep breath now. And as you take a deep breath in, when you breathe out, just step your soul away from that body and just feel that your soul is about 3 or 4 foot above the body so that we can evaluate that life and see what's going on. Tell me, did you achieve everything that you wanted to achieve in that life? What was your contract for that life?
Love.
Mm-hmm. And did you achieve that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Well, now that you're out of the body, I want you to look around and see if anyone or anything has come to collect you to take you home. Or describe to me if you go on your own. Look around. What's happening now? There's no one there. Mm-hmm. Well, what I want you to do now is just feel yourself rising up, getting lighter and lighter, and as you're going up, up, up into the sky now, away from that life, yeah, just detaching from that life, and as you're getting lighter and lighter, you're also getting brighter and brighter, and you will automatically know your way home, and just feel yourself travelling down a tunnel now. And when you get to the end of the tunnel, you'll be with your soul family group. So when you're ready, 3, 2 and 1. Be there now. Are you inside or outside, Sarah?
Inside.
You're inside? Uh-huh. And do you sense that you're on your own, or do you sense that there are other souls there? There's other souls? Uh-huh. How many? 2, 10, 100? Just a guess.
5.
5? Uh-huh. I want you to connect with these soul energy, and as you visualise them in your mind, describe to me what they look like.
I think they're women.
They're women? Uh-huh. I want you to ask one of them to step forward. So make an intention to invite one of those women to step forward and ask them, what is the purpose of your group? What is it you do in that group?
Family.
Family. Mm-hmm. And if she could give you a message, telepathically communicate now and ask her what is that message that she wants to give you for today. You can't make it out, don't worry. What I want you to do now is, I want you to thank them for showing you the purpose of your soul family there. And as you look around that soul family, you'll just have a knowing, do any of those members in that soul family remind you of any members of your family today?
Yeah, my Auntie Penny.
Your auntie?
Penny.
Auntie Penny is in your family? In your soul group? Very good. So I want you now to thank them for working with you